In my previous video, I have discussed about the gangrenes and its types in a brief manner, and in this video, we are going to see a little about the difference between the dry gangrene and the wet gangrene. If you not watch my previous video, you just go through it and you will get a simple knowledge about the gangrenes. And the major difference between dry gangrene and wet gangrene is that dry gangrene commonly occur in the limbs and wet gangrene in bowel areas. And the mechanism for dry gangrene is arterial occlusion, but in wet gangrene both the venous drainage and the arterial obstruction both occurs, both blockage will lead to the formation of the wet gangrene. And then macroscopy, in the macroscopy dry gangrene is it occurs when an organ is dry, shrunken, and it is black. But in wet gangrene, mostly it occurs in naturally moist tissues and organs, and the gangrene will be soft, swollen, rotten, and dark. We have seen these at all in the last video itself. And putrefaction. Putrefaction is nothing but the decay or compose of the dead tissues, that is, the necrosis tissues will be decayed. That is called as the putrefaction. In dry gangrene, the putrefaction will be very limited due to very little blood supply, and because of the arterial occlusion, there is very little blood supply. And in the wet gangrene, putrefaction is marked due to stuffing of organ with blood. Marked means there is a lot of putrefaction in the wet gangrene than the dry gangrene. And as you know, there is no line of demarcation in the wet gangrene, but there is a clear line of demarcation between the healthy and the gangrenous part in the dry gangrene. And in the dry gangrene, bacteria will not survive, it will die eventually. But in the wet gangrene, there are numerous bacteria present. And prognosis means that after a disease is diagnosed, what is going to happen, that is called as the prognosis. And the prognosis in dry gangrene is, it is generally better due to little septicemia. Septicemia is nothing but it is when a chemical enters the bloodstream and it rapidly passes through the entire body and damaging multiple organ systems, and it may also eventually lead to death. That is called as septicemia, and due to this septicemia there is a better prognosis for the dry gangrene. And in wet gangrene, the prognosis is generally poor due to profound toxemia. Toxemia is the blood poisoning by a chemical released from the infectious bacteria. So these are the major differences between the dry gangrene and the wet gangrene. And this gangrene subtopic is a very important pathology, because most of it we are going to see about this related to this gangrene alone. I hope you have understood the topic, and if you have any doubts, please leave it in the comment section. And thank you for watching.